Hi, everybody. This is Chris with Capewell Cap, and this is the professionals video for Friday, August 4th. It's midday right now. Lunchtime hour is about to end. Here on the left side, we have the Qs. In the middle, we have AMD, and on the right side, we have the SPY. Just looking at the indices quickly, we can see that the indices have found support, and there are buyers who are bringing the market back above the mean. Here, there are a number of technical indicators which you may recognize. Here we just have the MACD histogram and a fast MACD histogram. This is a play on the Williams R oscillator. This is the RSI, and here we have the ADX on the left side. What we're looking at least in the NASDAQ and the SPY, is typical late stage trend action here, where you see that we have been with a positive ADX since March. Before that, it takes us to the January lows. The market came up above its 200-day moving average, popped above the Ichimoku cloud here, and now is looking to not break its trend line too badly. So as we know, what can happen here is we need a technical reset of sorts. This negative ADX needs to somehow have its day in the sun. The RSI has not gone below 50 in the longest time, so we might see an RSI below 50. The MACD, though, has been red for all of July, so it's possible that things just go sideways as the MACD comes back up to its break-even line. This is just the histogram of the MACD, and this is positive, as you know, that the market has come back above the 20-day moving average at the mean there. Here in the middle, we are looking at AMD. And AMD really is coiling tightly, and you see its MACD histogram flipping upwards. Here, this is a custom Capewell histogram, and this one is flipping upwards as well. Here we have the TradingView Lazy Bear squeeze momentum indicator, and just look how tightly squeezed we are, and we're going to break above the zero line here. So AMD by far super bullish. The RSI looks like it's coming up well. Here I'll remove these ATR bands, and we can just see the Bollinger Bands, and you'll see how the Bollinger Band is now sideways, tight, ready for that volatility to increase. And it looks like, based upon the MACD histogram, the Capewell histogram here, the squeeze momentum, lazy bear momentum indicator here, and this RSI breaking above its average. That orange line on the RSI is just a 21-period average of the RSI. All of that suggests that the next round of upward volatility will be advancing upwards. And so if there is an ambush opportunity, which is a red day, then you can buy at the top of that red day. AMD looks really, really great. We'll just have a quick look here at Apple. Apple is a beast, but nothing can go up forever. So this one is a tough one to buy, just because this uptrend has been so picture perfect at 45 degrees. And look at all of this green here and all of these oscillators, the squeeze momentum oscillator, the Capewell cap oscillator here. Look at this. Except for this one day in March, it has been green the entire year on the daily time frame. So we all know that can't last forever, and that uptrends that have been going for 7 months already onto their 8th month are really long in the tooth. So this is a breakaway gap likely here. Apple's a hard one to touch. Amazon, as we know, has been keeping the market up, and Amazon has its MACD flipping green. The squeeze momentum oscillator here is tight and looking to flip green. Amazon has really just been a stud. Now, DigitalOcean is a very interesting one because it just got crushed on earnings. It missed its earnings by a little bit, but it also said that it was unable to announce its earnings per share metric because it needs to clarify its tax liabilities for the most recent quarter, and they're going to do that. But we can see here that this takes us squarely into where it was back in March. This is a high growth compounder, 27% returns, 27% growth on income or revenue from last year. So small cap, but it's conceivable that this one can bounce and fill its gap, do a half gap fill. Any of the above, this would be a good buy here for someone who's looking to bottom fish. There's just so much support down here, and the company, you can have a look, really is strong and fundamentally fine. So it's not like you're buying an uptrend that's been going up for 7 months. Here, this is something that you can dollar cost average into. If we look on the weekly time frame, man, what a shellacking. But this just may be a shakeout to reset these technical indicators. And then if we believe that it's bottoming and that its cloud here is going to stay green for a while, then there's no reason to think that it can't come back up to $50 in due time over the next quarter, over the next 2 quarters. For somebody with patience, that this is could be a good opportunity. So this rounds out just what I wanted to look at here. I guess we'll also take a look at the SPY. Here on this chart, there are many technical indicators. They pretty much all are saying the same thing, that we have this long in the tooth green that we talked about with the NASDAQ. Here, this is another oscillator, also long in the tooth. Here we have Linda Bradford Rashke's 310 oscillator that is pointing downwards. This is the Trade the Markets A wave, B wave, C wave. The A wave is flipped just negative slightly. The B wave is hanging in there. The C wave is still bullish. So we're still in the course of this uptrend, but as we spoke about with the NASDAQ, we just need to respect that it is breaking its trend, and indicators like the lazy bear momentum squeeze indicator need to just spend some time resetting, and that can play out, as we know, in sideways action, or perhaps there's a little bit of a catalyst for some selling. Nonetheless, though, what we want to do is always be buying things flipping bullish at the mean. So if these MACDs swing around, then that is just a fantastic setup here in the SPY. Though for what I've seen so far in the market, the AMD right here, great setup. You just can't get a better technical setup than this on these oscillators and these histograms that are just flipping from negative to bullish. Don't want to chase AMD here. Obviously, we want a narrow range day, a red day where we can buy the top of off an ambush. But this is something to watch, and it looks like there's going to be some upward volatility. That's it for now. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.